Florence is a cultural treasure of humankind. A city where one can see marvelous works of architecture, painting and sculpture. It is an excellent school for both professionals and beginners.
Having an academy here in the birthplace of Renaissance, walking the streets that are filled with artworks, architectural, and museums that are filled with masterpieces. Being submerged in that environment for an artist is, I wouldn't say it does everything for the artist. Of course, it's the work that the artist has to do, but the inspiration comes from being in this environment. And it's important to ask ourselves what created this environment in the first place? Why it happened? Why Renaissance? In a way, it's a mystery. We don't know why exactly it happened here, but a part of it is certain conditions, historical and spiritual.
The Russian Academy of Art in Florence is a very special and amazing project. I love working here because I teach students who are very special, and they come here not just to receive knowledge, but to fulfill their dream. You need to be a courageous person to do that.
First of all, it was a friend of mine who brought me here to Florence because I didn't know about the school. But being here, I really see the difference from the Russian Academy to other academies, because here it's about not only copying what I see or what I have, talking about side size, that kind of stuff, but here it's about understanding a form, how it's in real life, and then being able to use that and bring it on a canvas or on a paper, not only by sheer copying, but more by really understanding about how to use that color, how to use that brush stroke.
My dream is to see people touched through arts and lives changed. The only academy which teaches realistic art, for me, I like more being realistic because I think it can be more expressive. Well, basically, before I came here, I didn't know. I really started from level 0. Like in school, in the subject of art, we just wrote essays. We never would touch the paintbrush or drew something. But I always had a passion for art. So since I came here, I learned about anatomy, about colors, how to express what's in your head through your hand.
Talented artists always look up to traditions. They always know traditions very well. I've never met a talented person, an artist or a musician, without knowledge of classical foundations. In my opinion, it is impossible to do without it. Humankind didn't invent any other way of learning without going back to tradition.
Students of the Russian Academy study drawing, painting, composition and color. First they learn how to show geometrical objects, still life, later portraying the head, portraiture with hands, and then learn how to show the full figure of the person based on the anatomy knowledge they have received. We teach how to reflect life, not just frozen images, as if on a photo, but also when a person is on the move or talking. Catching all of this is necessary for an artist in order to show life. When you study, it's good to know that you are learning from the best teachers. While studying, you need to be absorbing the best. I believe the Russian Academy kept the best traditions.
The anatomy course is held here because in this city traditions of anatomy studies were found, and here we were able to innovate in this field. When studying history of arts, obviously any artist, first of all, studies history of Italian arts here. Studying art history of Italy with books is not so great, because of course one wants to see everything with their own eyes, or even touch with their own hands. This city opens up such opportunities. In Europe, apart from losing technique, we have also lost the true meaning of art. It is a spiritual search. A search for the truth, for the absolute, for God. Today we want to learn from great painters without distorting what we see, but imitating great masters instead. Aside from formal art today, it is necessary to combine art and what we see spiritually. When we imagine the universe not according to Salvador Dali, but in God's world, in which there is the breath of a heavenly Father, this breath is called inspiration. I wholeheartedly wish that inspiration to both teachers and students of the Russian Academy in Florence.
My dream is to use painting to communicate hope to people and to tell people, I guess, stories from my life and to somehow change the world that I live in by communicating hope. I think the Russian Academy because I think that it will better serve me in following my dreams because there's a much stronger focus at the Russian Academy on colour than some of the other schools here, and I think that the students here develop a better understanding of colour and of form in constructive drawing. Will it help you to fulfil your dreams, I suppose? For me, that's why I chose the Russian Academy, because in comparison to other schools that I've been at, I think the Russian Academy has the potential to take me to where I want to go.